come, that will be done with bread. Give our trespasses, those trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom, power, the glory, forever. Amen. Shalom, 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 family. How are y'all doing today? Hope everyone having a good and peaceful and restful Shabbat. We're sure seed of Israel, and I'm brother Jeremiah ben Israel. I'd like to welcome to our Sabbath class. Know a lot of us had a rough week, but all praise to the Most High that He set aside a day for us to get rest and a day for us to unwind and to enjoy Him and to enjoy our family. All praises to the Most High for setting that in place. The title of the class today is going to be Never Trust Thine Enemy. Never trust thine enemy. But before we get into that, we're going to go to Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach 10 and 19. 10 and 19. And I already says, they that fear the Lord are a sure seed, and they that love him an honorable plant. They that regard not the law are a dishonorable seed. They that transgress the commandments are deceivable seeds. And just from that description there, it letting us know that we have different types of people that's walking around here. We have people who are that sure seed that's doing everything they can in order to live a righteous life according to the scriptures. They may not have everything perfect, but they day by day they're trying to reach that perfection. They working at it. They're not sitting in the life that they knew for a long time. They changing their life. They're becoming a new creature. They putting in that brick by brick to build a new life. That's that sure seed. That sure seed who's just working towards what the Most High want and what He expect for us, from us. Okay. And then we have that dishonorable seed. That dishonorable seed. They want to look like they're doing something, but not really there. And we One moment, family. Shalom, family. Shalom, family. All praises, all praises. Sorry about the sound there. I checked it out. It looks like it's Oh, all praises, all praises. Thank you, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, as I was saying, I don't know when I went out though, but we gotta make sure that the right track. It's just like a vehicle. If a vehicle is not working properly, what do we do? It's even if it's a brand new vehicle, it's a brand new vehicle. The way it was designed to operate, if it don't operate in that manner, we take it back and get recalled. And that issue is fixed, and then it's returned to the customer, and then it operates in an efficient manner the way it's supposed to. And we was created by the Most High. We was created by the Most High to operate in a certain manner. And if we don't operate in that manner, that means that we are in transgression. We're going against what the Most High wants us to do. But if we operate in perfectly within the law, we're doing what we are designed to do. How the Most High want for us to walk. Okay. All praises. So we got to be that deceivable seed, and we can't be that dishonorable seed. We have to be that sure seed. Okay, now let's get into the subject. Never trust thine enemy. Never trust thine enemy. Okay. As we know, is Israel. All of us that woke up, the first thing we heard was about Esau. It is our enemy. But let's break down and let's take a look at enemy. Okay, let's get the definition. Enemy, a person who is actively opposed or hostile. A person who is actively opposed or hostile. This is someone who, no matter what you do, you could be doing everything you're supposed to do, but this person will see something in you that they just don't like, or they trying to get what you got, or they just that's who they are. We run into those people on our jobs. We run into them in our daily life. It's always somebody out there who don't like us, always opposed to us. That's our enemy. I know you say, bro, you're my. Wait, hold on, man. I thought that Esau was the enemy. Hey, we got to look at the calling card. We got to look at the checklist. What makes a person an enemy? Okay, let's look at some synonyms to it. Okay, synonym of enemy: an opponent, an adversary, a foe, an arch enemy, rival, antagonist, combatant, challenger, competitor, opposer, opposer. That's the synonyms of an enemy. So have you ever ran into someone who has those qualities, who has been an opponent to you, an adversary, a foe, a rival? It can even be family. Family can be against you. They can be an opponent, an adversary, a challenger. On your place of work, there could be a coworker that just want what you got or just don't like you. They can be an opponent, adversary, challenger, competitor. Shalom, shalom, shalom. 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 So, yeah, see, we just don't have enemies anywhere right now. The internet and the microphones are being an enemy to me. They not let the sound go through. An adversary, an opponent, But all praises to the Most High that his words are able to go through. Okay. So we have had an opponent, an adversary, a foe, an arch enemy, a rival that have been in our blocking our path from growing, from becoming who we have the potential to become. And they have done that for centuries. Yes, that's an enemy. That's the enemy. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. Now read, it says, never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Okay, now we just not looking at those who have reigned over us as enemies. Enemies can be in our household. Enemies can be in our family. Enemies can be anybody who is against your walk in this truth. Okay, so it says, never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Some of the enemies, some of those who are opposed to us can get close to us, and they can be our friend for a season. But then soon as the right opportunity, it may be on your job. You may get along with somebody on your job for a long time, hanging out with them, just good friends with them, invite them over for barbecue, beef barbecue. And the next thing you know, it may be a situation where you're going for the same position. That person that you called a friend for so long, they become your adversary then. They become your adversary because they want the same position. So they do anything in order to discredit you or to block your path. So depending on what situation or what the conditions is, iron will rust. Other than that, it's rock solid, unbreakable. And that's how sometimes friendship is. That's how sometimes family are. It's unbreakable. You close. That's your road dog. That's people. That's your ace in the hole. But if that person is not strong, or if that person is not rooted in the truth or walking this path, when the right conditions show itself, their wickedness will be exposed. And they will try to throw a stumbling block or try to bring you down. It happens. When friends fall out or something don't go out, the first thing they do is talk bad about the person that they upset with. They try to make them look bad in front of everybody else. A true friend would never try to do anything to harm that relationship or to make someone look bad. Why? Because that's your brother. That's your family member. That's your loved one. And you will never want to see them hurt, or you never want to see them in pain. That's love. It's you loving your brother. So we have to be careful. We have to be really careful. Watch who's around us. We got to prove friend. Even if it's a friend that's been for a long time, we got to make sure that they are truly walking with the same mind. That's why it's good to stay in these scriptures, stay prayed up. So we have to be careful. Say, never trust thy enemy. Just always do good. Don't try to slip up or let your hair down in front of in front of people, because you never know. You never know. You never know when it's time. It might be extremely wet that day, and the iron get enough oxide in it where it start to rust. So we have to be careful. We got to always, no matter what, walk and let our light shine, and walk in righteousness. Because as long as we walk in the righteousness, then we don't have nothing to worry about. There's nothing bad anyone can say about us, because our light will shine. That whatever they saying against us is nothing but a bold-faced lie. But we got to make sure our life reflects that. Now let's go to Psalms 57 and 6. Psalms 57 and 6. Psalm 57, 6, it says, they have prepared a net for my steps. My soul is bowed down. They have digged a pit before me, into the midst whereof they are fallen themselves. That's David. They was always dealing with grimy people. He was always dealing with grimy people. But he letting us know right there, there's people that's believe it or not, people, if they hate you, or if they have no care for you, they want you out of the way, they will actually take the time out and they will plan how to bring you down. They will plan how to bring you down. Look at how this country went. Look at Psalms 83. So we have to be careful. That's why we always got to watch our steps, watch what we're doing, watch how we are operating. If we're operating in righteousness, ain't nothing can be done. Ain't nothing that can be done to us. Because as David said, they have prepared a net for my steps. My soul is bowed down to it. So they set those traps. They put you to a place where your soul or your whole being is feel like it's about to fall apart, because you're stressed about that person. They just keep doing things to put you in a place where you are feeling bad. They can become a thorn in your side. That adversary, that foe. They can do things you be to the point where you're ready to knock them out. That adversary, that foe. Well, look what David said. He says, they have prepared a net for my steps. They chose to do things to me in order to hinder me, in order to hurt me. My soul is bowed down. I'm so stressed out right now because they on my nerves, and I just want to go over there and knock them out one time. I'm at that point. I'm a peaceful man, but you don't push me one too many times. That's them enemies. And we see that rising up in our people throughout generations, where they get so tired of being oppressed that they rise up. But then there's always a smiling face, a handshake, or a pat on the back that will calm them down. And until the next episode. So we have to watch out for our adversaries. If we do what the Most High wants us to do, our adversary, they can prepare that net. They can bring us down to almost depression when we're about to, right at the point where we're about to get them. It says they have digged a pit before me, because our enemies are so bold. They'll do the stuff right in front of your eyes. And Esau, he just bold. He just really don't care. But then you got others that are real slick, but you can see when that weapon is being formed against you, when that trouble is about to jump on. You can see it, and it makes you mad. It makes your soul burn down. You ready to get revenge? Oh, heck no! You mess with the wrong person. Enemy, adversary. Again, microphone or whatever thing is being my adversary, being my enemy right now. All praises. So we don't have to worry about it, because those who are trying to form things against us, to trying to bring us down, they will fall into the pits themselves. I just read Psalms 57:6. All praises. We know that the sound is back. I don't know how much you missed, but we'll go to the next one. Now let's look at the definition of enemy again. It says a person who is actively opposed or hostile. Anybody who's opposed to you or hostile with you, that can be in your own household, that can be your family, that can be a brother who's walking in your camp or your group or your organization right along with you. Somebody who's opposed or hostile towards you. But let's go to Matthew 5:44. Matthew 5:44. It says, but I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you, that ye may be the children of your Father which is in heaven. For he maketh his sun to rise on the evil and on the good, and sendeth rain on the just and on the unjust. Let's look at that again. It says, but I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you. That's a lot of, we hear that a lot in the Christian church when dealing with Esau or anybody. That's they use that to say, hey, okay, no matter, hey, they beating me down, but I'm still gonna love you, I'm gonna forgive you. Just like the Charleston shooting. What was the first thing to say? We forgive you. We forgive you. Why? Right, said we gotta love our enemies. We gotta forgive. Okay. Let's really break that down. Let's look at that. It says, but I say unto you, love your enemies. Now let's look at the definition of love. Let's go to 2 John 1 and 6. 2 John 1 and 6. I'm sorry, 2 John 1. And we're gonna read. Yeah, it is 2 John 1 and 6. 2 John 6 verse. That's a lot better. And I read it saying, this is love, that we walk after his commandments. This is the commandment, that as ye have heard from the beginning, ye should walk in it. Okay, it says, and this is love, that we walk after the commandments. If we're walking after the commandments, doing exactly what the Most High want us to do, that's showing love to our enemies. If we're keeping the commandments, if we're keeping the commandments, we won't do nobody wrong. We'll live a righteous life. We're doing the commandments, we knowing that the Most High, if we're doing the commandments, we know that the Most High will fight for us in any situation. So that enemy that is coming against us, the Most High will stand in the gap for us if we do the commandments. So when they say love your enemies, it means just keep the commandments. Do what the Most High want us to do. The Most High, because when situations happen to us and an enemy jump into our lane, what does that do? It ruins our day. Our whole mindset is put off. We can't concentrate on other things. All we think about is that situation that person is putting us through, or we thinking about revenge or how to fix it. So that takes away time that we could be growing in this truth, relying on growing in faith from the Most High. That's getting you all discombobulated. That's getting you off your routine. That's the whole purpose of an enemy, is to get you off of your path, to get you off your path towards the kingdom. So when someone spitefully uses us, persecute us, what are we supposed to do? Keep on keeping the commandments, doing what the Most High do. Just keep on doing your job. Shalom, family. Shalom. All praises. I'm gonna finish up, but I'm gonna run through this class on a future time. But I'm gonna go through and finish through. I was at Psalms 3:1. It says, "Lord, how are they increased that trouble me? Many are they that rise up against me. Many there be which say of my soul, there is no help for me in God." All praises. So we got to pray for enemies. Let's take pattern off of David. It says Psalms 3:1. It says, "Lord, how they increase that trouble me." So when people come against us, we gotta talk to the Most High, just like David is. The Most High called David a man after his own heart, and look how he speak to pray for his enemy. He said, "Lord, how they increase that trouble me." He said, "There's more and more people that's coming against me. Look at them, Lord. Many are they that rise up against me. Many there be which say of my soul, there is no help for him in Yah." So we hear that all the time. People look at our life, "Oh, you ain't holy. Oh, you ain't this and that. Oh, you on the wrong path. Oh, the Bible say this. What you wearing the fringes on your shirt for? It ain't in the Bible. Why are you not eating pork? They said we can eat anything. What you is Muslim?" There's many people that try to come against us. There's many people that try to criticize the way that we walk, the way that we live, by throwing their own understanding, their own way of thinking, their own paganism in our path, to try to be a stumbling block, to make it look like what we're doing is wrong. We have a bad time in our life. First thing they say is, "Oh, see, is you in that truth." That's why things ain't going right with you. No, according to Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 2, you say, "If you come and serve the Lord, prepare your soul for temptation." We're gonna be thrown in the fire. We're gonna be tested. So that's all that is. It's not that I did something wrong, because if this world loved me and I was able to flourish in this world, then that means I'm a part of this world. And this world was given into the hands of the wicked. So this world is wicked. So why would I try to seek the things that are of this world? Says, "But thou, O Lord, art a shield for me, my glory, and lifter up of my head. I cried unto the Lord with my voice, and he heard me out of the holy hill. I laid me down and slept. I wake, for the Lord sustained me. I will not be afraid of 10,000s of people that have set themselves against me around about. Arise, O Lord, save me, O my God, for thou hast smitten all my enemies upon the cheekbone. Thou hast broken the teeth of the ungodly. Salvation belongeth unto the Lord. Thy blessing is upon thy people." So that prayer is not something that, "Oh, bless them, make sure that they abundantly bless you." Why you want to bless the wicked? Why you want the wicked to increase? We got to do like David. We got to pray to the Most High. Tell him, hey, Most High, I'm doing the commandments. I'm walking the way that that you told me to walk. And this enemy is putting a stumbling block in my way, Most High. Take him away from me. Whatever weapon that is trying to form, Most High, stop it. Prevent it. We have to talk to the Most High like that. We have to. That's the way we got to pray for our enemies. Don't let the ungodly prevail. Whatever they put their hands to do, don't let it happen. You know, you say, oh, bless those that do you wrong. Hey, how do you bless somebody? You can bless somebody. Hey, have a nice day. Have a nice day. You telling them to have a nice day. If they need something, you have a heart. If they come to you, they hungry, feed them. Feed them. Let's look at that in 1 Peter 2:12. 1 Peter 2:12. A lot of people say, hey, that's your enemy. Why we want to bless our enemies? Let's see. Everything that the Most High do is for a reason. It's for a reason. He tell us to do something or put the word through that we have to do it. It's for a reason. 1 Peter 2:12, it says, having your conversation honest amongst the Gentiles, that whereas they speak against you, what do our enemies do? They speak against us. What's the first thing they say? You're a bunch of thugs. You're a bunch of niggas. You this, you that. You no good. You're a drain on society. Have your conversation honest among the Gentiles, that whereas they speak against you as evildoers, they may by your good works, which they shall behold, glorify God in the day of visitation. Continue doing the good works. What is that good works? It's keeping the commandments. Continue keeping the commandments, because one, look what it says right there. If we continue doing the good works, the commandments, look what it says, which they shall behold, glorify God in the day of the visitation. So meaning that if we do what the Most High tell us to do and we walk in the righteous path, that's the Most High. That's the Most High sending our Messiah back. That's the Most High visiting us. Because it's just like a child. If somebody's messing with that child, guess what? You're gonna see the parent. And that person, whoever harming that child, they got to answer to that parent. And the same thing with the Most High. We are the sons and the daughters of the Most High. We are the sons of the Most High. If someone mess with us and we being obedient, we doing the things, we didn't ask for this trouble. We're doing what we're supposed to do. We living righteously. There's nothing that someone can say against us. They got to answer to our Father. And the Most High is going to cut them off. It's going to cut the wicked off. They're going to fall in their own pit. Fall in their own pit. Okay? And it says 13, it says, submit yourselves to every ordinance of man for the Lord's sake, whether it be a king